Potato roll with a meat and cheese center, a real delicacy. Let's start the preparation by mashing the potatoes in a bowl, which have obviously already been boiled and allowed to cool slightly. Like this. My potato masher is noisy, but I'm not changing it. This one is mine. And here we go. And we mash them all. Once the potatoes are mashed, now we add a bit of salt. Please be careful with the salt, don't overdo it. A pinch of pepper, but only if you like it. If you don't like it, just leave it out. Let's add an egg. A handful of chopped carrots. Whatever you like best. If you want to add more, add more. If you want less, add less. So just go with your feelings. We do the same with the onion. Always chopped. What a fragrance. Then also a bit of celery. Let's add it. A handful of Parmesan, a handful. Go ahead. Plenty, and to finish, a bit of fresh basil as well. This gives it a spring vibe, okay? So let's add a touch of freshness, like this. And now let's quickly knead everything together. And here it is. Our first dough is ready. See how easy it is? It takes no effort at all, and we'll set it aside. Now let's prepare the filling for our potato roll. This is also very simple. So I put ground meat here in the bowl. I'm adding an egg, a bit of salt, a pinch of pepper, Parmesan cheese, parsley. And to finish, we give it a touch of freshness. So we'll use a bit of grated lemon zest. Here you go. And to finish, we'll add a couple of tablespoons of breadcrumbs. This helps to bind it together, right? To bind the dough and to thicken it. There we go. Let's mix everything together and knead it. And here we go. The dough is ready. Make sure to knead the dough well because we'll give it the necessary time to come together. Because the breadcrumbs will absorb the liquid and release their starch. And so the texture is perfect. Here we go. And now let's take the ground meat mixture and place it here on the parchment paper. With our hands, we spread it out because we need to form it into a sausage shape, okay? Once the mixture is spread out, now we fill it with some cheese. I had some provolone available, so I'm using that. And you can use another type of cheese if you have it. As you like, and if it melts, even better. Once you've placed the cheese sticks, we roll it up. Simple as that, like this. So we're going to make a sausage shape, okay? Here we go, yes. Okay. And our log is ready. We wrap it. And we set it aside. And now, same procedure. We put our potato mixture on a sheet of parchment paper. But first I'll put a bit of breadcrumbs underneath, like this, to make the crust crunchier. How beautiful, so colorful. This roll is really beautiful. It really feels like spring. And now let's start flattening it out. Here we go. And we've made the base. Okay, now we'll put the ground meat roll in the center. Here we go. And now, with a bit of delicacy, let's wrap everything up. Of course, we use our hands to help ourselves. This way we arrange it nicely, okay? We'll do the same thing on the other side, like this. And gently we fix it and close it. Even like this, it's wonderful. Just look how beautiful it is. Now I'm going to sprinkle breadcrumbs all over the surface. Let's do it like this. Look, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's close it up with the parchment paper. Like a candy wrapper, but leaving the top open, like this. So like this. See, it's super easy, right? Very easy. Beautiful. Once we've done this, let's take some olive oil and spray it all over the surface. This will help brown the whole crust nicely. And then, do we need a bit of oil, guys? What can we do without oil, right? I transferred the roll onto a baking tray. See? I left the surface open. And now let's sprinkle Parmesan all over the surface, like this. To make it more delicious. Beautiful. Another little drizzle of oil, and now straight into the oven. Our roll is out of the oven. I baked it at 190 degrees for 50 minutes. Convection oven. If you have a conventional oven, increase the temperature by a few degrees. And then, as I always say, everyone knows their own oven. And now we just have to let it cool down a bit so it sets well, and then bring it to the table. Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, because I really did. It's really good, easy and quick to prepare. So with that said, I'm sending you all a big hug and a big kiss.